Hi guys, PD here, welcome to the channel, welcome to another new video. Today I want to talk about the Steam Frame. I'm really excited for the Steam Frame and I do think it could replace my Quest 3. So I'm going to play a game, I'm going to explain why I'm excited for the Steam Frame and why it might be replacing one of my all-time favourite VR headsets, the Quest 3. This is my daily driver. I'm seeing lots of speculation online, on Twitter, YouTube, Reddit, about the Steam Frame. Lots of people saying if you've got the Quest 3 you don't really need the Steam Frame. But I'm going to disagree and I'm going to explain why I think the Steam Frame is a step up from the Quest 3. I use this all the time for streaming wirelessly games from my PC into my headset. I've got a dedicated router that allows me flawless wireless connection to my PC. So I'm not using the normal bandwidth of the household. I'm using a dedicated router so that I've got a flawless wireless connection to the headset itself, and I've had no problems with latency or nothing like that. As far as I know, the Steam Frame is twice as powerful as the Quest 3. It's also got more memory, and the reason why they've gone for the pancake lenses, I do believe, is because of how cheap it's going to be able to make these headsets. I also think the Steam Frame is going to be around, at a minimum, £600. At a maximum, probably £800. And Valve did say that the Steam Frame is going to be cheaper than the Index, which I do believe it's about £1,000 still. Now you guys know me, I like to play flat games in VR with UVR, and the Steam Frame is going to be dedicated to like the Steam operating system. It comes with a wireless dongle, so the experience I'm having with Quest 3 and Virtual Desktop, the flawless experience I'm getting, you'll get that flawless experience with the Steam Frame as well, especially with this dongle, and I think that's something that people overlook as well. I don't think I'm going to bother with the Steam machine itself. I'm only interested in the Steam Frame, the VR headset. And for me, it's going to allow me to play flat games in a VR headset with UVR, with the bonus feature of having the streaming favorated rendering. I do believe it's going to give me a bit of a boost in performance when I'm playing flat games in VR with UVR. And like I said, it all uses the Steam operating system. I hope this guy's not going to kill me. He's found the weapon crate. Get the rubber ducky. With the Steam Frame, I'll be able to play this game anywhere in my house. Play it flat, just like I'm playing on my monitor now. And the streaming is going to be perfect. The Steam Frame's basically a computer on your face. It's got the processing power of a PC. It's going to be moddable. You're going to be able to customize it to your liking. So just think of having a PC on your face. That is basically what the Steam Frame is. It's got ports to allow you to mod the device. So when people compare it to the Quest 3, they are overlooking some of the major features of the Steam Frame itself. Like I said, it's twice as powerful. It's got more RAM, more memory. And I do believe they've gone for the pancake lenses and everything to keep the costs down. I also think that the announcement of the Steam Frame has helped boost the VR industry. Already there's companies claiming that their headsets are selling twice as much as before, thanks to the announcement. With Steam showing a commitment to VR, it's like the old saying, all tides rise all boats. And that is happening right now in the VR industry. It's selling headsets, it's getting people invested in VR. I think it's a good thing. Now, Steam's not bothered about revolutionizing VR. It's all about the Steam platform. It's all about the ability to do what you want with your PC, with your headsets, not being stuck in one ecosystem like on the MetaQuest. It's going to be crazy what type of mods that people create for this headset. I watched Speedo Benjo's video today and he said he can't wait to try and figure out a way to make the pass-through color, because the pass-through is going to be black and white, which I don't think it's a problem, because a black and white pass-through is going to allow you to concentrate on the colour and your gameplay. So let's just say, for example, I'm playing this game now in the headset. I can still see my surroundings, it's in black and white. I don't see black and white pass through as being problematic. And you never know, Steam might even bring out a pro version of the headset later down the line. But you can guarantee people are going to mod the headset anyway, so they're going to be able to mod the ability to have colour pass-through cameras. Everyone complaining about the specs so far, it's all about price. There's no way that Steam, Valve can compete with Meta's price. Meta are selling their headsets at a loss. So the Steam frame, although it's going to be very similar to like the Quest 3, the pricing is going to be more realistic. And that pricing is probably the price the Quest 3 should be. I need to start to see about making my way out. I've got some nice loot. So basically I think everything in the Steam frame is due to costs, keeping costs down. And you're going to be able to mod the headset anyway. The sky's the limit really. I'm just hoping that it's going to give me a boost playing UVR games. Okay, so down here's the big giant robot everyone's shooting. Where is it? It's there, you see me. I am hoping to get the Steam frame next year. I'm going to start saving up. Basically it's going to be like having the Steam Deck on your face. Just search this guy and then we'll head out with my loot. There should be another guy in here with me, I think. Here as well. That was a good run. I'm going to jump back in again. I am quite addicted to this game, guys. It is a flat game. I can't get it working with UVR. The cheat program they use does not let UVR hook to the game. I can't get the game working in 3D either. Reshade's not working with the game. I've not tried the game with Vorpex. I'm really not a big fan of Vorpex. I tried Vorpex a few weeks ago. It took me many hours just to get a game working. And I'd rather just pick up a game like this, inject UVR and it works. The Steam frame could possibly replace my Quest 3 as my daily driver next year. Steam frame has done what Meta, what Xbox, what PlayStation hasn't done. It's creating an ecosystem fully customizable for anybody to do what they want. On the Steam frame, you'll be able to put Windows on it, you'll be able to put Linux on it. It's a computer on your face. Now, it will help to have a decent PC as well if you want to play like UVR games like I do. And it's hard for me to imagine the potential possibilities that's going to come out of something like the Steam frame. It's going to have ports on it, very similar to like a PC, where you can connect things to the headset itself. I'm really curious and excited to think about the possibilities of what items we're going to get that we're going to be able to buy to enhance the VR headset itself. The possibilities of this headset are endless because it's going to be moddable. And I hope that the Steam frame gives Meta a little kick up the arse to bring us the Quest 4. I think at the moment Meta seems more focused on the glasses you can buy, the AI glasses. I'm hoping the Steam frame is going to give them a bit of incentive to think, hold on, Valve is going to take over the gaming market at this rate. We need to keep in the game. Hopefully that's going to be a good thing for VR companies and VR hardware makers. It's all anyone's talking about at the moment. It's re-energized VR, guys. But some people have said that VR is getting a bit stale. For me, it's not been stale because I've got thousands of games that I can play in VR, flat games, Unreal 4 and 5 games, thanks to mods like UVR. I can't wait to see how that federated rendering wirelessly is going to help performance in games. You should know by now how federated rendering works. Because the Steam frame is going to have eye tracking, it's going to allow, where you look in the game, it's going to be able to concentrate those pixels into the clearest pixels possible, making all the outside a bit more blurry. So no matter where you're looking in the game, it's going to be super sharp and clear, and that is going to save on processing power, which is going to give you a boost in your games. Flat games, VR games. It's super exciting times, guys. So for everyone saying if you've got Quest 3 you don't need one, I disagree. The Quest 3 is going to be good for like natural VR games, standalone VR games, mixed reality games. The Steam frame is going to be good for that sort of thing as well, but also for modding and PC modding. And if you're into a UVR like I am and PC gaming, playing flat games in a VR headset, it's a no-brainer. I've gone out my way to have a dedicated router so that I can play flat games in VR wirelessly on the Quest 3 with no latency at all. I'm going to get that day one with a Steam frame with a little puck or USB stick that you put in your PC. It's going to give you that latency-free wireless. Okay, let me just sell some of this loot that I got. Sell the duck. And I need to find these containers. I'm going to jump back in again. And I'm going to try and think about other things I can talk about for the Steam frame. Rather you guys have some footage in the background than me just rabbiting on for half an hour or so. The Steam controller. Now I like the Xbox controller, so I might look into using the Steam controller, playing UVR games. Again, like I said, it's the Steam ecosystem of everything working together. I'm not having to use like outside sources like the Xbox controller. A dedicated Steam controller, and I've heard that the Steam controller's got like haptics. It also knows how far away your finger is from certain buttons. So if I do that, the Steam controller will know my thumbs are above the thumbsticks. So I am really curious about the Steam controller as well. I might get a Steam controller and the Steam frame. I don't do gaming in my living room. I've got a dedicated PC. I've got a dedicated room for gaming, doing all my VR. The Steam machine itself, I'm not really interested in. Having said that, if you're interested in like PC VR games, playing them in VR with UVR, the Steam machine might be an option. I've heard it's 6 times more powerful than the Steam Deck. I don't know what that is equivalent to a gaming PC. That's something you guys are going to have to look out for. I'm sure there's going to be some videos on people playing games with UVR and the Steam machine, the PC itself. But I don't need that with my setup, so that's something I don't have to worry about. I'm just curious about the Steam frame. Also, it'd be nice for you guys to hear my reactions on the Steam frame as well. Let me just check my inventory, make sure I've got some bandages, some recharge on my shields. I've got some ammo. And if I don't want to play VR games with the Steam frame, I can just play a flat game on a big monitor, a big screen. The screen in the Quest 3 is about the size of an IMAX screen. So imagine sat in your living room, your family's watching TV, they're watching something really boring like EastEnders, you want to play a game, you put on your Steam frame, you've got the Steam machine, it connects to the Steam machine, you boot up a game, and you're playing the game in your living room with a Steam controller on a big IMAX sized screen. Yeah, Steam frame. Anything else I can think about the Steam frame? Anything else I know that I can tell you guys? Basically, it's a PC on your face. And it's going to be moddable. I think I need to get out. I've got some really good stuff here. I need those. Yeah, there's robots roaming around this world trying to kill me. Oh crap. Those little robots. They jump on your face. It's best to roll when you're down there. Keep an eye on the channel, I'll let you know more. I've got some nice loot there. Yeah, Steam frame. I'm excited for the Steam frame, I'm looking forward to it. I'm going to put some funds aside so that I can try to get one day one. As far as I'm aware, they're talking early 2026, so I think around March they'll be available. I also think there's a possibility later on down the line they might have like a pro version, because like I said, this headset's going to be moddable, and if we can mod it, then Valve can mod it as well. They can bring out... Oh yeah, something I forgot to mention was the headset itself will use micro SD cards. On the Quest 3 you're limited on storage based on which headset you get. You're going to be able to put them into the Steam frame and have unlimited storage space. You're going to be able to store all your games on there. And let's say you're on holiday, you can use your Steam frame for playing normal VR games, or you can just like play flat games, and just like the Steam Deck, the games that you can play that are compatible with the Steam frame are going to show in the Steam library. So you'll be able to play your flat games as well on a big giant screen Yeah, super excited for the Steam Frame, guys. It's already making waves in the VR community, in the VR industry as well. I was speaking to developers a few weeks ago and they said that they could not wait for it to be announced. It's going to help enrich the VR ecosystem, and there's signs of that happening already. I also think the Steam Frame is going to help get a lot more people into VR, because those people who just want to buy the headset to be able to stream their games, flat games, and play them on a flat screen, there's going to be VR games that they can play, and they're going to try those games, and they're going to realize just how amazing VR is, and it's going to get them invested in VR as well. It's a win-win situation across the board. So the next time somebody tells you there's no point getting a Steam Frame, it's just a Quest 3, point them to this video so that we can educate those people. I don't think people fully understand just how powerful, twice as powerful, is. It's not a little step up, it's a huge step up in power and ability. I'm happy with these pancake lenses. These pancake lenses are fantastic. I don't have a problem with black colours in games. And I know why they selected the pancake lenses, because if you was to build your own VR headset and you wanted the other lenses, you're looking at around £1,000 just for those lenses. Steam are not going to want to sell a VR headset over £1,000. So pancake lenses is a no-brainer to keep the headset cheap. By keeping the headset cheap, it's going to get more people curious and invested in the headset itself. Also, I don't think you guys realise it's going to boost VR and keep it alive for at least another 5 years. I mean, look at the Index. The Index is still selling well. The Index is still in the top selling VR headsets, and it's still over £1,000. People are still buying it. I tried one, I did not like it, because the first thing I saw was a screen door with the lenses. That headset is so old now, I can see screen door. With the Quest 3, there's no screen door. I get a clear screen. I don't see the pixels anymore. If you've only ever had an Index VR headset, you get the new Steam Frame, you're going to be amazed at the quality of the screens. That's everything I can think about so far, guys. I hope this video has helped you guys with a bit of information, a bit of insight into how good the Steam Frame is going to be and how it's a welcome boost for the VR industry. I've even seen content creators who hate VR, some of the big YouTubers who really hate VR. As soon as they saw the Valve announcements of the 3 new products, the controller, the Steam machine, the Steam Frame, even though they hated VR, they said they was going to try it because it's Steam, and that's a big deal. That's a really big deal. People who hate VR are now more invested in VR, and I cannot wait to see these content haters of VR trying out the Steam Frame for the first time. And for those people, I want to see the realization hit home of just why we've been VR gaming for the last 7-8 years. I want to see their jaws drop when they discover a magic moment in the headset, because that's the game changer. That's when everything turns around, and that's when you realize the future of gaming, the potential of future gaming is in these VR headsets. The possibilities for the future are endless, and I've always said this is my holodeck. A VR headset is my Star Trek holodeck. I can jump into the headset and I can visit worlds you can only dream of, you can only imagine in your minds. And that's something a lot of people are going to discover once the Steam Frame is out next year. Thank you for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed the video. Hope it's been insightful. I hope it's helped and persuaded you a little bit to look into why the Steam Frame is going to be so good. That was my main goal for this video. Also, I want to play some Ark Raiders. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. Please leave a like and subscribe. Be sure to hit my little bell. Keep an eye on the channel for more VR content. Steam Frame. Anything I missed? Do not talk about. The weight. Apparently it's lighter than the Quest 3. So weight is a big part of VR. The lighter a VR headset, the more chances of people wanting to put them on and use them for long periods of time. I've also heard the Steam Frame is very comfortable. So it's a good job I did not stop recording, because I remember the weight thing. Look at that robot should be down here. Look, there he is, look. Let's make him mad. Oh, you see me. He's going to try and kill me. Oh crap. He's got friends. Run. Reload. See you later, guys.
I had a glimpse of you, and then you was gone. I searched for you everywhere. Where'd I go wrong? Chasing shadows in the neon light, flickers of hope in the darkest night. Echoes linger in this empty space. Where did you disappear in the digital haze? Lost in the rhythm, but still feel the voice. You were my signal, now I'm just noise. Scrolling through the pages of memories untold. In a world of pixels, your warmth turns cold. Chasing after whispers through the wires and screens. Searching for connection in the gaps between. Lost in the frequency, but searching for the light. You were my beacon, now I'm lost in the night.